start, some patchy showers, but it's this afternoon when things really ramp on up as our low pressure system brings this warm front through and eventually cold front as well. And we'll see widespread thunderstorms and could even see the potential for severe thunderstorms. Then tonight, that low pressure system parks itself right over us. And that's good news because that means plenty of rain to go around throughout the day on Friday to help quell some of those wildfires. Just before that, got to deal with this severe weather potential. Enhanced risk 3 out of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center into the northwest Wisconsin area away from the immediate shoreline. Along the immediate shoreline in northwest Wisconsin, the UP, as well as into Duluth down towards Brainerd. Slight risk 2 out of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center. Bemidji to Silver Bay, that's where we have a marginal 1 out of 5 risk there. Now, temperature-wise, getting up into the upper 70s by 10 a.m. in northwest Wisconsin, priming itself for severe weather with plenty of moisture in the region. You can probably tell that because of all the fog we've been dealing with this morning. As we walk through about 2 o'clock, it'll actually be a pretty nice day for most areas, getting into the low 80s. And once you get into those low 80s, you're looking at a lot of instability building ahead of this line of storms that starts developing around 1 or 2 o'clock southwest of our viewing area. As it makes its way northeast, we'll end up seeing these bowing lines potentially. Those could lead to some partially discrete supercells and could see some large hail, even isolated tornadoes within them, especially into northwest Wisconsin. Expecting into the Twin Ports points north, mainly a straight line wind gust potential threat there. Gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible within this line of storms, though. So got to be very, very cautious and very weather aware this afternoon. These lines of storms move through this afternoon and make their way northeast and start to fizzle on out as they go further northeast. That's why we see that severe weather threat kind of only last through about 7 or 8 o'clock, and we don't see it quite along the international border into the Arrowhead, as well as all the way out towards areas like Houghton on the UP. Behind the line of storms, just some showers possible, and then clearing on out briefly before that rain arrives on Friday. Here's a look now at those severe weather threats that I was talking about. Golf ball size hail possible with this one. Also wind gusts, like I mentioned, up to 70 miles per hour. Those are the 2 main threats. But like I said, elevated tornado chances. So that means an isolated 1 to 2 tornadoes perhaps within that line of storms, or perhaps as discrete supercells out ahead of that line of storms can't be ruled out. That would be in northwest Wisconsin there. So just be ready for all modes of severe weather. Timing of those severe storms possible between about 12 and 4 p.m. into Brainerd and Hinckley, 3 to 7 p.m. into Duluth, Grand Rapids, and Hayward, and then after 5 p.m. into Two Harbors, Ashland, and Ironwood. So yes, just stay weather aware, folks, this afternoon. If you're outside for any reason this afternoon, be somewhere where you can find shelter. So as we head on into this evening and overnight tonight, we'll see that rain turn into just plain old rain and showers, and then thankfully resulting in about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain that should definitely help with those wildfires. But before that rain moves through, winds will pick on up out of the southeast at about 20 miles per hour, gusting over 30 miles per hour. So areas into the Hoyt Lakes and Embarrass region, that's where I'm really concerned about that Jenkins wildfire moving closer to your neck of the woods. Please heed all evacuation orders there. Air quality alert also out there for the smoke potential, and dense fog advisory out there for that reduced visibility from the fog that we're seeing this morning through 10 a.m. Now, as you head out the door, it's already 64 in Hayward. That's where we're likely going to see some severe weather this afternoon. You're at 50 with fog here in Duluth. 7-day forecast tracking cooler temperatures after the system departs. So nice little break from all those 80s we were seeing, and even 90s that we were seeing earlier this week. But yeah, cooling them down, kind of bleak as we head on into next week.